right, let's hop in to my budget finance review for this week. So I'm going to start doing these every 2 weeks. Right now we're kind of in a transitional phase because I haven't started my full-time job yet. So I'm still relying on my reselling business income. So things are going to be a little bit different for maybe the next couple weeks or so, and then things will start evening out. So I kind of did a little breakdown of my accounts right now. So in my reselling business checking account, I have $5,346. In my savings account, which I usually save for taxes or things like that, which because I've been in debt, I haven't been able to save for taxes at all. So that is something that I'm definitely going to continue to do once I get my full-time job, is $1,583. My personal checking has $394. I normally only keep around $300 to $400 in that account just because I don't really like to have an excess in that account. And then my savings account, I have $8,954, which was around $10,000 a few days ago, but I had to pay some things. So it's okay. We're going to build that back up. Here is my debt. So as you can see, once it's added up on the screen, it is $10,023. So I have $4,000, basically $8,000 on my business cards and $2,000 on my personal. I normally pay my personal off every 2 weeks. The reason it's I pay my personal off every month. The reason it's a little bit higher right now is because to start this new job, I've had to buy a lot of things that I didn't have to buy. I had to buy some new clothes because I've been just living in activewear. I had to buy things for my lunches, things like that I normally wouldn't have to buy. I also have to buy a lot more gas now because I'm going to be driving 40 minutes each way. Regardless, those are my credit cards and my debts. So now let's kind of go into my bills. So this is my monthly personal bills. Now, there's a little caveat to this. I don't include my business bills in my finances because they just get paid on a business credit card. That's including subscriptions like Vendoo and Canva that I normally pay. And then also anything else that I have to pay, like my eBay store subscription and things like that. I don't mark them down as my personal bills because they're just something that gets rolled over every week into my business, or every month into my business credit card. So I only am going to list out my personal bills because my business account going forward is mostly going to just cover my business stuff. So my rent is $1,400, basically $1,480. My car payment is $435.81. My car insurance is $167.91. My health insurance right now is $332. And my new job, I will get health insurance. So this is going to end, and then I'll only have to pay a very smidge of this, I'm assuming. So that is going to be a huge thing off, but as of right now, I'm still paying that. I pay dental insurance, which is $31. My electric last month was around $70. It's different every single month. And my internet is $50. And then me and my ex, before we split up, bought a bed and we put it on a payment plan because we obviously weren't planning on breaking up. And then we broke up, so I decided to take the bed, so I'm going to take over that payment. So that adds up to $2,628.81 monthly of my personal bills. Now, I do have little things like Hulu and Netflix and YouTube Premium. Those I actually still split with my ex, and we have a joint credit card. And basically, we just put in that little bit that we pay to have those subscriptions just because we still have everything together. So it's usually only like 20 something, $30, not even like $20 a month or something. So I didn't count that in here, but maybe I'll go through and do a more detailed one for the next couple. So that means I need to save $1,314 each paycheck going forward. So every 2 weeks when I get paid, $1,314 is already accounted for. Again, this number is going to go down a little bit because I'm not going to have to pay a huge amount for health insurance anymore because I will be employed. So a breakdown of what I'm doing this week, let's go ahead and highlight that, is I'm just going to go off of my business checking account. I have $5,346 in that account. So I have to keep $500 in my business account at all times because not at all times, but at the end of the month, because I do a $500 IRA withdrawal through Fidelity that comes out of that business account. So I can, build my IRA since I didn't have a 401k. So that automatically is going to come out of that. And then I am taking rent out of that amount because my rent is due in a couple days and I'm, still haven't gotten paid yet I haven't started my new job yet. So as of right now, my business account still needs to cover my rent. So I'm taking rent out of that. And then I also like to keep a buffer in the account. So I'm going to leave $1,000 in there that will, I'll move some over for taxes and just a buffer, while it builds back up. So that leaves me $2,366 that I can play with. And what I'm going to do just to keep it very simple this month is I'm just going to divide that by 3 and I'm going to put $788 on each credit card. Now, I know that isn't like the best plan, but since I'm so close to starting my job and starting to get steady income, this is what I've chosen to do this month. And then going forward, we'll do a little bit of a different breakdown. And then I do have a section over here that has my plans going forward. So I am estimating, based on my salary, that I will at least, which I think it's going to be more than this, but at least be making $2,000 every 2 weeks, which means I'll be making $4,000 monthly income from my job. So every 2 weeks when I get paid, again, $1,314, it's going to go towards my bills. And then again, that's going to go down once I get health insurance. After that, all the extra money for now, plus my business income, is going to go towards debt until that's paid off. So towards my business credit cards. There is one caveat, as I want to start heavily save for my taxes. Because I got a job kind of halfway, a little bit less than halfway through the year, or a little bit more than halfway through the year, I will have, some money paid into taxes. So I won't have to save as much. So basically what I'm going to do is every 2 weeks, whatever's in my business checking account, when I do these, I'm going to take 30% of that and just automatically move that to the business savings account. Once tax time comes around and I either have more or less, I can figure out what to do at that point. But at least I need to start having a large amount go into that reselling savings account. So yes, all the extra from my checking account and my business account going forward until that's paid, until my debt is paid, is going to go towards my debt. After that, I'm going to start rebuilding up my savings account. Once I have my savings account, I don't exactly know what I'm going to do for a goal yet. But yeah, as of right now, this is my plan. I will start doing 2-week updates on YouTube. And, we're going to see how long it takes for me to pay off this debt, get into a better financial situation. I'm used to living with very little means as of right now. So I'm not really worried about overspending, but there are things that I have been needing to purchase that I've been putting off. So I will, purchase things once I have a job to, supplement what I've been kind of going without. But I'm not going to go crazy because I really need to get into a better financial situation. I also wanted to say thank you guys so much for subscribing. I finally got to 1,000 subscribers and I am finally monetized on YouTube, which means I potentially might have a little bit more money randomly going into my business checking account. So that is really nice. I know it's not going to be, a crazy amount, but every little bit matters. And I definitely appreciate you guys. So leave what you think down below. I know that I'm being extremely vulnerable by showing you guys all of this, and I know that it's not easy, and I know I'm probably going to get criticism of like, why don't you just move your savings account to pay off your debt because you're potentially making more on interest. And that is true. I was in finance for 7 years. I know exactly what is happening on those credit cards. The reason I'm not using my personal savings account to pay those down is I used it for a crutch throughout this whole journey of my business and it going down in flames. I used to have a lot more money before I quit my job and went full time, and slowly but surely I have been using that money out of my savings account as a crutch. And I knew that if I continued to use that savings, it was just going to push me making changes farther down the road. So instead, I just decided that I am going to make those changes and not use that savings as much as possible. My cards aren't really that out of control, and I do believe that once I start getting paid and using my business account, because I'm still going to be using my business, I can get these paid down really quickly. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, leave your financial goals or what you're striving for, or if you're paying off debt, leave those down below. If you liked this type of content and you want me to continue doing them bi-weekly, please let me know. Any feedback is extremely helpful. If you can read the screen, if you need me to change things up, if you need, anything that you want to see differently, let me know down below, because obviously this is my first one and I'm just trying to figure it out with you guys. Thank you guys so much. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe as I will continue to bring this type of content and others to this channel. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.